the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. Before we begin our March reading, I did want to announce something, and this has been, in the coming for a while now. After we completed 2 years of this channel up and running, I had announced that there's going to be something special. But it just got really busy and I didn't have a chance then. But for the month of March, what we are going to be doing is, for all of you out there who have purchased at least 3 readings with me or more, you will receive a free reading. And to get that reading, please reach out to me. And this is for the entire month of March. It's first come, first serve. And all you have to do is reach out to me, let me know that you bought 3 readings with me, and basically what your question is. And how this will work is I will reply to your question. Again, this is first come, first serve basis, via an email. So I'll do your reading for you, but instead of, making the entire recording and then uploading it and all, I'm just going to try to make it faster so you can get access to your answer quickly. So again, this will be over email. And this is going to be first come, first serve for the entire month of March. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll probably just let you know that I've received your email, and if I don't reply right away, don't worry, I will get to it. And yeah, and this is just my way of saying thank you to everyone, just, for your support, for everything. And yeah, okay. So without further ado, let's get your reading started. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your March reading. Let's go ahead and get started. I've already meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled this deck that we'll be using today. And it looks like we already have our first card showing up here for you. And that is the card for High Priestess. The High Priestess here representing a new level. A new level, Capricorn. It's going to feel like you're entering a completely new zone. Of course, it's very different. We do have the water element energy kind of taking over. And, Pisces being the sign that it is mysterious and magical. And it's going to just feel like you are stepping up, okay? Stepping up your game, perhaps, in all the ways that you are interacting. And this has to do with your work. It could be, for those of you who are enrolled in school, this could be to do with your studies. It could be the way you deal with certain things, such as relationships and onwards. So the High Priestess is just you setting a higher bar for yourself, okay? And really just aiming a little bit higher, because this is the month to get those things done. This is the month to achieve what you once may have thought was impossible. And I like the way that this is kind of coming across here. It's a very positive card to come as your first card out, bringing a whole lot of attention towards, definitely for many of you, this is also about spirituality. Both these cards very much highlight spirituality, and perhaps for some this is just about learning something new. It's about the awakening. Notice how in both cases they're holding something in their hands, correct? And what the cards are trying to point out is, yes, knowledge. And knowledge comes from the sifting and sorting process, right? In Temperance, that's kind of what we're seeing happening between the cups here. The pouring of water back and forth. And actually in this particular card, it's really interesting. The water is actually said to go upward instead of down. Okay, and that's what it means by spirituality. That's what it means by going a level higher. So the High Priestess is actually known to, the story behind the card is that, she's known to kind of guard the gates. She guards the gates, and, she holds the Book of Torah, is how they explain it. And it's about wisdom and all-knowing. And she is guarding the gates to basically stand there and ask the toughest questions that can be asked. before you move on to kind of the next phase. And it may feel as though life is asking you those questions, or perhaps very specifically a person who might be a Sagittarius or another fire sign such as Aries or Leo, who is asking the difficult questions, or just someone, perhaps with the personality of a fire sign. Maybe it's their rising sign, right? And so when that happens, in March, this will be your chance to also, ask the harder questions. And as you do, this will give you a chance to also grow. Grow spiritually, mentally, physically, grow in so many areas of your life, which will only help you kind of get more in tune with your higher self. And I say that because in this illustration over here, you can see the angel has one foot on the ground and one foot in the water. And the foot on the ground is basically all about your practicality and how you're dealing with things on a mundane level. It is everything that you can see before your eyes, but the water. Now that we're stepping into an element of water, the Piscean energy, that is also the mystical, magical realm. It's also the realm where you can't see what can be seen. You can see it once you step in, but until then you won't see it. It is the unknown. It is the unconscious. It is the hidden messages, the deeper meaning, and finding that fine-tuned balance between the two. That's what it means to ask the harder questions and then take it a little step deeper. And so that's where we're going with this reading, and that's amazing. It's challenging, but it's challenging in order to make it one better. To really just, it's about stepping up, Capricorn. It's going to be a question of stepping up. Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, this has to do with your work and career, because this is, perhaps changing roads a little bit and taking on, it could be like a new job offer, and it could also be a new apprenticeship or an internship, something you're getting involved in, getting the offer for residency, for example, and just starting on that path or journey. So Eight of Pentacles is here representing something new in terms of your career, and it's a great chance to be learning from your mentors. It's a great opportunity for you to be learning from those who are senior to you, because then you can have this sort of, if you can pick up on the advice that is being given to you, you will be that in your future, right? It's a great time to be learning from your mentors, to make new mentors if given the opportunity, to, again, raise the bar, raise the standards, and that will really help you kind of leap forward into your future as well. Wow. Ooh, two cards. King of Swords followed by Page of Cups. So an idea or a thought may come to you by surprise in the month of March, and a part of it has a lot to do with just following your intuition and your internal guidance. That's what the crescent moon here represents. It's about allowing your thoughts to expand in a way so as to be able to, brainstorm. Be able to brainstorm and create the new, you can say, neuronal pathways that allow you to elaborate on a certain topic which may have been feeling very congested before. But now that there is that room for expansion, now that you're entering the unconscious territory, now that you are going a level deeper, it's also about learning something that can work better for you and extrapolating in a way that it's just very clear that if you can take this route, it will just yield more success into your future. Okay? It's very possible that you may be guided by a random course of events that may happen, and it may feel random in the moment, but really it's about synchronicities, and things are actually just coming together here for you in a very, very positive way. Yeah. And most of it will just have to do with you kind of diving into your deep conscious mind and tuning into the subconscious mind as well. It requires a little bit of an additional step. And what that does is it opens a lot of doors for you. So March will be the month that you will feel as though more and more doors are also opening. So we have under the deck cards, we'll go into that in just a second. But you can see with the Sun card actually brings with it a lot of opportunities, Okay, it's basically, you know, the sun is shining down on a number of things here for you, saying that try this, try that. Whatever seed you wish to plant, it will grow into the garden, you know, that you want to walk in the future, in the coming time. So this is the month to do so. You know, look for guidance if you can. Look for mentorship. There's going to be plenty of people around you to give you that guidance. For others, maybe it's time to dive into those books, right? Whatever it may be for you, this is a general reading, so please do keep that in mind. But it can definitely open new career paths here for you, and looks like something is already perhaps happening. And having a clear vision and allowing yourself to follow your inner guidance is definitely taking you a step closer to your own fulfillment and enjoyment in the future. And perhaps closer to the end of the month, so end of March, you might also just find yourself in this beautiful place of serenity and peace, and maybe things will kind of calm down a little bit in terms of, you know, the high demands of work will then lower down, because there will be another level of understanding is what we can see here. And as a result of that, you know, things just kind of, they find a balance. The sun is here, and so there is, you know, finding balance, finding the power of positivity and good thought, and then just building upon that. And let's take a look at your under the deck cards here as well. Beautiful, I would say, the Emperor and the Empress for some of you. So this is kind of in the background, right? Like this might be happening. This might be things that you have thought about, or it could be other people who are a part of your life have thought about, right? And so it's just picking up on that energy, the underlying energy. And what we're seeing here is the Emperor and the Empress. And with that having said, this really brings a very powerful theme of power couples, right? Power couples, but as well as notice how it's just so green and so bright. We were talking about garden earlier as well. So this is really just bringing out abundance. Okay, abundance, and also the topic of fertility and expansion of your family, because we also have here the Three of Cups. So it's very much possible that you or your partner are perhaps thinking about expanding your family and thinking about, you know, future children. Or for some of you, it could be, you know, grandchildren, you're getting some news. But for others, you know, perhaps you or your partner, one of you knows or has the news, or just thinking about, you know, just expecting for things to take a different turn. And yes, it's very much, there is a focus on family and the expansion of family, the expansion of ideas, the expansion of, you know, perhaps bringing two families together, and going from there. We also have the Hermit, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Wands. And I feel like these cards are kind of saying something, not saying something different, but they're just giving another, there's something else also on your mind, I feel. Okay, other than the whole family thing. We kind of mentioned career as well, but there's also this personal spiritual path that you'll find yourself walking on with the High Priestess here. Because the Hermit is more at a soul level. It's not about partnership or being with someone else or anything like that. The Hermit is about spiritual growth. And that is also happening here as well with the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands. There is that constant stimulation. And as a result of that, there is expansion as well. You're finding a lot of success. So March will be a very rewarding month here for you. Lots of growth, lots of expansion, lots to look forward to here, Capricorn. And I wish you all the very best with this. We also have the Ten of Pentacles underneath. And I feel like this is the perfect time to build forward and build into 2020. Because there's so much room here for you, so much potential, and so many good things happening. So yeah. For those of you who have more questions or want to get a bit more detail on this forecast here, please check out my website at iampureguidance.com. It's listed right below, right over here, iampureguidance.com. And also you can click the link below in the description box. And yeah, check it out. If you have questions, email me at pureguidancetarot@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you as soon as possible. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you a beautiful month. Take care.
Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success.